Okay, on to the makeup. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am a MAC NW43 or Makeup Forever 173, a Revlon Caramel, or an Iman Clay 4 Deep. And I've been looking for complementary colors for my skin tone. So I went back to MAC. I have been wearing MAC's Lovejoy, which is one of their mineral blushes, for at least 2, 3, 4 years. And it was time, obviously, for something different. So I went on YouTube and I was trying to find someone whose skin tone was similar to mine, trying to get some ideas. Tia, who is the only one whose channel had anything, no, we're both the same. We both wear the same MAC color. So hers was the only channel that I found that had, suggestions. There were people who were close, so I, took a look at theirs also. So I went to my MAC counter, and with a list, of course, and I picked up a couple blushes, a few lipsticks. So the first one I picked up was Sweet as Cocoa. It's a mid-brown with gold highlights in it. I don't know, with my nails it's hard to swatch, but I don't know if you can see that. That'll be pretty on my skin for the summer. I was looking mainly for something for the summer months. So I was going, when I went in, I was looking for something warm, peachy, spice. So I also picked up, what's this one? Ambering Rose. Although the name is Rose, says Rose, it has almost a paprika coloring to it. Let's do this. And that's a pretty color that most people have mentioned on YouTube. And here's a swatch of that one. But, those are the two that I picked up. But I also was looking for a highlighter, for the tops of my cheeks to, add a little highlight to my coloring. And there's one thing that I noticed that everybody was talking about, no matter their complexion. There was one product that everybody was, raving about. So I wanted to take a look at it myself. And it is, of course, NARS Albatross. So I went to Sephora and I picked up NARS Albatross. And this I'll use to highlight my cheeks lightly. And I don't know if you can be able to see that, but that's what I'll be using to highlight my cheeks. I don't know that I'll buy many NARS blushes, because NARS blush is $27 and MAC is what, 19? I think it's $19.50 for one MAC blush. So unless I get some incredible, miraculous wear out of this Albatross, I don't know that I'll be purchasing many more NARS blushes. But also I was looking for some new lipsticks for the summer. My favorite MAC lipstick is O. It's simply, if you look on the label, it's got quotes and it's O. But I was looking for something different for the summer. So I was looking for, again, as I mentioned, I was looking for something spicy. So I picked up Meltdown, which is a frost. And that's a pretty soft orange. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to give that one a try for the summer. I also, someone mentioned, it might have been a Tia, but someone mentioned Up the Amp, which is a color I normally would not have even looked at. But this is a, might want to call it a dusty rose, but it's more vibrant than that. That's a color I would have never thought about, but when I swatched it on my arm, I was like, that is gorgeous. So that was added to my collection. MAC lipsticks currently are $14.50. And then I wanted something soft also, so I picked up Sweetie, which is a very soft pink. Let's see. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. but it's a very soft pink. It's funny, when I was at the MAC counter, there was a young lady there also, and she was Indian. And although she was totally different nationality, she was an NC44 and I'm an NW43. We weren't that far apart in tone. So we were standing there talking and comparing, colors and what looked good on her, and she thought, what I would pick up she thought would look good on her also. So we spent a good hour at the MAC counter, she, myself, and the MAC consultant, looking at different colors. So I walked away with the 3 lipsticks and the 2 blushes, and I don't even know what she ended up with, but she was a sweet young lady. She told me she was on her way back to Mumbai, where she's actually from, and her husband is currently there. So I doubt she'll ever see this video, but if you do, hello, I hope you had a safe trip. So those are the additions to my makeup collection. Since I've gotten into the habit now of buying more, I was always buying. Every time I went to MAC, or I went back to MAC something, I'd always pick up the old lipstick. I've gone through at least half a dozen old lipsticks, and I'd wear the same blush year after year after year. But I'm going through a phase of change, so I'm sure I'll have more added to my collection over the next few weeks, months, years, and I'll be sure to let you know. So I hope this has been helpful for someone who is like myself, looking for suggestions for, again, us mid-tone women of color. Thanks for watching. Please rate and subscribe. Grace, peace, and blessings.